Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and what a wonderful world it is. We're back, and we're only here on Friday night this weekend. I am taking Sunday night off. It's going to be a very, very busy weekend of musical and other activities, and after long deliberation, Vanessa and I decided that the Gartshore Gang needs a break, or at least Mr. Gartshore needs a break. Not from you, but to save you from, let's say, low quality streams. So we're having a bit of a break on Sunday night. I hope you will let me off with that, because it's been a very busy year so far with one thing or another. And we haven't had a holiday. We haven't had a holiday for years, really, a proper holiday for years. We were going to be going on holiday 2 weeks ago and we cancelled it. Our little baby was not in the mood for it, let's just put it like that. So we decided, all right, we'll cancel it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. But then one thing got on top of another thing, and more things got on top of that, and then another few things got on top of all that, and we just thought, you know what, let's just have a little break. So on Sunday, we're going to have a break from streaming, and next week, I'm going to have a break from my usual weekly activities, but by next Friday, we will be fully recharged and we will be back as normal. And that's exciting because we've got some new bits and pieces, some new things to play with as well. For example, look, I got my Stream Deck, which is a very exciting little thing. I put this up on our Buy Me a Coffee wish list, and within about 10 minutes it was bought and paid for by one individual. So thank you very much indeed for that. That was amazing. That's always exciting when the wish list works like that. There's nothing on the wish list at the moment, so don't bother going to look. I need to think of things we need. What do you think we need? Do we need anything else here in the Gartshore arsenal of equipment? Let me know. A trip to Scotland is the current idea that we're thinking about. But no, this little Stream Deck thing, this is going to be very useful because it means, believe it or not, although it's only got a few buttons on it, it means I can take this thing, my 8M Mini Extreme, which you can't see. I suppose I could show you with that there. Actually, I can. Why not? Look at it. We've got all this equipment here, so why don't I show you? Hold on. Let me... what camera is that? Oh, God. It's this one. Let me quickly cut to this camera. This is my bird's eye view. Oh my God, that's a bit difficult doing it. It's not going to work, of course. The cable's rubbish. There you are. There's my magnificent 8M Mini Extreme with all its cables attached and all the goodies and things like that. Now, there's a lot of buttons on that thing, as you can see, millions of buttons, hundreds and thousands of buttons on there. It's very exciting, and it does all sorts of... Get in there, you swine. There we go. It does all sorts of wonderful things. It's a very talented little piece of kit, but when you're doing a live stream like this, it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to know exactly, because there are so many buttons, you could just quickly grab the wrong one and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the Stream Deck with different buttons, simplify everything, and we're going to add graphics capabilities to our streams. And that's all going to be controlled with that little device. Now, I can control all that from here. All I have to do that is plug it into any computer that's on the network, and it will work. Perfect. Vanessa can be downstairs with her laptop or my laptop or whatever, and she can still control all of this from the software. That works perfectly as well, but it's just, you know, little sort of things to make life easier. So that is a very welcome addition to our toolkit. Very exciting things. We need an air conditioning for cooling and heating. No, we've got the air conditioning. It's over there and it's cooling me very nicely. Patmos Island, I need some sanity. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Now, moving this, I've gone and buggered the connection. That's not very good, is it? That's not very good. Right, shall we do that? Is that better? Oh, swine thing. Yes, that's better. Right, good. Okay. Never touch a working system, as they say. What did I do? Touched the working system and ruined it. So that's the end of that. Anyway, so there we are. So those are the little exciting things in the background going on. So yes, on Sunday night, there will be no live stream. So go and do whatever you want to do on Sundays. And actually, what you can do is you can come to my choir concert on Sunday if you want. I told you about that before. Someone's got the details of it there. Here, someone put the details in the chat there. It's all there for you. While we're talking about in the chat, I better do something before Uza Maya kills me. So I better first of all do that. There we are. Thank you. And then I need to do, oh damn it, where is it? And then I need to do this. I need to do this. This is very important. Uza Maya tells me I get into trouble if I don't do it. So here we go. Click and click and click and click. There we go. Boom. See, there we go. Now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, because we're only doing one stream this week, if you're feeling inclined to buy us a ticket or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, then feel free, because this is it for this week. So yes, so we've got double the work to do tonight. No, we're definitely not doing double the work today. We're just doing a normal thing. Sunday, 10th of September is German Organ Day. Well, I didn't know that. That's really rather exciting. German Organ Day. Well, that's exciting. So yes, I'm having a choir concert, and there will be some organ music as well. Ooh, that sounds cool, doesn't it? I just put my hands in a position and played that. That's a pretty cool. Who can work out what chord that is? Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That's lovely. That's a B flat minor 6 with an added 9th. So there you are. B flat minor, B flat minor 6th, and then add the 9th. Isn't that cool? That's really lovely. Thanks for all you do watching from Sierra Leone. Oh, wow. Peter from Sierra Leone. That's exciting. That's amazing. We've got people from all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, watching. I will go through the chat later and we'll say hello to everybody. My goodness, there's quite a few already. Over 100 in the chat already, and only 25 thumbs up on the way past. Well, folks, you know what to do. Actually, all 265 of you who are watching, or who at least have clicked, why don't you put a thumbs up in as well? Oh, here we go. It's going up and up and up. So, yes, a number of people in chat are not necessarily a number of people watching. For example, Kristin Platz. Kristin Platz is probably watching and listening, but she's not in the chat because she's busy doing exciting things like work in the background. So there you are. That can happen. Let's play something in that key. I'm quite interested by that. This organ, by the way, this is the new, wonderful, the absolutely delicious Gaida and Link organ. Now, this is originally an organ by the organ building company called Link. And it was added to and expanded by the crazy modern company called Gaida, that's G-A-I-D-A. And they turned it into this amazing instrument. And that, in turn, has been perfectly sampled for Hauptwerk by Rainer from Pipe Loops. And it's absolutely wonderful. So it's great fun. And it's got all sorts of lovely sounds on it. And I think we can... Let's play something in a B-flat minor. I'm in a B-flat minor mood. How about something bluesy in B-flat minor? Does that sound good? Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's a big sound, isn't it? It's a really big sound on this organ. It's got very weird sounds on it as well, and my favourite sound at the moment is definitely the sound we started with this evening, which are these amazing vox humana sound with strings together. Which is kind of cool, and you can add more strings to that to give it this. Oh, which is just a big lush sound. Okay? Now, this only works if you have an organ with a sort of what's called a soft vox humana. So that would be, can I get the sort of vox humana on its own without too much trouble? Yes, I can. There's the. I'm not quite sure why that's supposed to sound like a human voice. If my voice sounded like that, I would be going to the doctor. I suppose it's a bit like sort of Tibetan overtone monks, isn't it, down there? Anyway, so what you do is you add your strings to that. Obviously, vox humana has a tremulant running, the tremolo, which is the biggest thing. You add the strings to that, which is rather beautiful. And then on this manual, I can take everything I have on this keyboard, I can couple it down to this keyboard and add the strings from this keyboard too. Which is kind of nice. It sort of adds to the orchestral sound, the slushy sound. And then what I can do, I can couple all of that down to this manual here, and instead of just having that, I can have that and this octave all at the same time. So all I do is play this octave, but two octaves are sounding at the same time. See? And because of that, I get this big orchestral effect. So I've now got first and second violins and all sorts of things. Ha 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 ha. Isn't that cool? And because these stops are all enclosed in a big box with shutters at the front, I can close those shutters and dampen the sound down. And it just gives you this big luscious sound. And if you play in keys like D flat major, if you play in keys like D flat major, it sounds wonderful. If you play in E flat major, it sounds wonderful. However, if you play in A major, it's still going to sound nice, but it's not going to sound as nice because A major is not a warm, lush key. So Joe used the word lush there. Yeah, and you need, sort of bright keys don't sound good. You need to have warm sounding keys like D flat, G flat, A flat, B flat minor 6 with an added ninth. That kind of thing. It just sounds cool. Now this organ has something else that is rather exciting. Well, first of all, it has this. Where is it? If I can find it. Can I find it? It's called a cymbalum, which makes sort of very cheesy effects. This would be great for film music. This would be good for film music accompaniment, wouldn't it? Did you see my Wednesday night film music accompaniment of Harold Lloyd's Safety Last? He said, if I get this video out after the fact, I'll put a link up and hope that we get it. Is it there or there? I can never remember. It's one of those. Anyway, yes, Safety Last with Harold Lloyd. And for that, you need a cinema organ, really. But this has some kind of cinema organ-y stuff on it, which is definitely good fun. But yes, it has the cymbalum. Isn't that cool? You could do things like that with it. But it also has something called a celesta, or a celeste, whatever you want to call it. Not a voix celeste, which you would have. These are the strings with the... That gives that shimmery sound. No, an actual ping-pong, glockenspiel sounding thing. And that means you can play music like this. Isn't that cute? It's just too cute. That's the kind of stuff you could do that for years. I could do that all night long. The power of music. That's what we called tonight's concert. We did a power of music a few months ago, in fact, May, I think it was, and we were talking about the wonderful power that music had. Music does have an amazing power. For example, I started off this evening's concert with What a Wonderful World. That piece of music basically stopped a war. How exciting is that? Wouldn't it be great if nowadays a single piece of music, piece of jazz music for that, a piece of music could stop a war? Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be kind of cool. So yes, the power of music. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you listening? Pay attention, please. I have something for you to do. I have a task. Some of you are in the chat. Apparently 110 of you are in the chat at the moment. Gradually going down, but that's fine. If you're in the chat, and you should be, and you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, then you should. But no, I want you to do something else. Put, please, in words, in any language you like, we'll translate it later, what does music mean to you? Have you experienced anything where music was so powerful that it did something? It changed your life. It got you emotionally. Or to use the vernacular, it grabbed you by the balls. The power of music. How have you, ladies and gentlemen, been affected by the power of music? Right, I'm going to play a piece of music and you are going to write it all out in the chat there. So, however you've been affected by the power of music, pop it in the chat and we'll have a look through that after this piece of music. Now, we're going to have a hymn tune and I'm going to pick one at random. Don't like the look of that. I'm just going to pick one at That's a very good one, but a very boring one. Let's have, we've had that recently. Let's have, Gustav Holst. Hold on a moment. We like Gustav Holst. Damn it, can I find that again? Probably not. Ha! Something by Gustav Holst there that I just came across by chance. What was that? I like Gustav Holst. Damn it, I will never be able to find that again. This is what happens when you do these things. Shall we see if we can find it? Oh, I'm not going to find it. I could look at the composers and then go through all the ones by Gustav Holst. Oh, well, that's a shame. I've missed it. Let's have, I don't know, say stop. Right, let's have this one. What's this? What is that? Oh, that's quite a nice one, actually. Yeah, let's have that. Right, here we go. Anyone living in the southwest of London, this is dedicated to you. This is Richmond. That's the melody. And Richmond is City of God, how broad and far. Now, the power of music. Yes. Hymnody, the power of music. We all know how powerful hymns can be. Hymns are wonderful things. And they can be very, very, very powerful indeed. So, right, off you go. Let's have all your power of music in the chat, please, ladies and gentlemen, while I do some powerful hymn playing. At least I hope so. Oh, that's pretty good, that. I like that. I like it a lot. That's a decent sounding organ, isn't it? And also that lovely sort of, that very bright, crispy sound. That's very exciting. That's actually, I'm cheating by adding some things. Things you would never normally add to a full organ. Theoretically, you could ask. How would this sound with that? You could have fun with that. That could be good at Christmas. That could be good at Christmas time, couldn't it? Oh, I feel a Christmas moment coming on. Oh, we're going to have some Christmas stuff. Right. Headphones off, organ cancel, and let's have a little look and see what you've been writing in the old chit-chat here. Let's see who's here for a start. Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chit-chat time. Actually, no, I'll tell you what, let's not do chit-chat time. Let's do ticket time. Let's see who's been generous this evening. Oh, a couple of people already. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Right, Stefan has been in, Gerald has been in, who dis? Werner has been in, Jerry has been in. Buying tickets. Who else is this? Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Do we know Daniel? Oh, that's a new name, I think. Thank you, Daniel. Cameron. Thank you very much, Cameron. And who else? And Alexander. Wonderful. Right. Thank you very much indeed. How many was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tickets this evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's not bad going for the first. Oh, almost hour. All right, well, all right, fair enough. It's Friday night. Friday night is ticket night. I'm going to call the next one Friday night is ticket night. See what we can do. Wow, exciting stuff. Right. Oh, and we've had some, and Cam has been dishing out the memberships as well. That's very kind of you, Cam. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's dig back to the beginning of the chat, or as far back as I can go, and see who's here. I am here. Good evening, Fraser. Oh, that's good. No, Ursa Meyer is here. Hello, Ursa. Opus 3 is here. Hello, Opus 3. Alexander is here. Mike is here, Robotic Crafter is here, Rick is here, Hennis Till is here, Peter is here from Sierra Leone. We got, oh, wonderful, I'm very impressed with that. Gerald is here, Nikira is here as well, Ian is here, Cam is here, Don Prince is here, Stefan B is here, Matt Leach is here. Hello, Matt Leach. Is the International Space Station listening? That's a very good question. We never know. But they were, which is exactly exciting stuff. Kristin is here. Ha! I'm exactly right. I knew I was. Kristen's always in the background doing her exciting things. Cassie is here. Hello, Cassie. Oh, and by the way, Cassie, thank you for the ticket on the other account. Cassie likes buying tickets on my other account for some crazy reason. So that's fine. You do that. That's fine. It's just it's declared differently, but that's fine. That was Cassie. Where's Cassie gone? I've lost Cassie. I've lost Cassie. How have I lost Cassie? I can't find you. Where did Cassie go? Where did Cassie go? There he is. There's Cassie. Sorry, I lost you there. Johan Östlund is here. Hello. Julian is here. Good evening. Julian from the wonderful world of Shreveport down south. That's very exciting. Casey Latz is here. I love that name, Casey Latz. It sounds like something from a Terry Pratchett Discworld novel. Remember Terry Pratchett and his Discworld novels? Wonderful stuff. I met Terry Pratchett a couple of times. Not what you expected. Sadly, he's no longer with us. But yeah, wonderful author, wonderful books. But yeah, Casey Latz. You sound like something from one of his books. So there you go. That's a compliment, by the way. Gleiswanderer is here. Ha 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 ha. So is this. Right, hello. Franz Peter Schubert. Franz Peter Schubert, are you the real Schubert? I doubt it. Dunathon, who's Dunathon? Donald Locke, hello. Chili fan, oh, you're all the people that Cam was gifting things to. Steve Caddy, Peter Frimberg. Who are you people and why is Cam giving you things? This is exciting stuff. Logan Berry, I love that name. Hello, my name's Logan Berry. Lars Mischler, Leo. Exciting, there's Nakira again. Jerry, hi Jerry. Ah, Jerry. Jerry's had a stressful week at work as well. I hope it's going to be a good weekend for you, Uncle Jerry. I hope so. Bodensehorn is here. Ah, Bodensehorn is here. We're going to sing for him in a moment. Wonderful. We now all know your name is Ingo because of your birthday the other day. So there we are. So Bodensehorn is here. Good. That's exciting. Alexander Wund. I said hello to Alexander, didn't I? Jez is here. Hello, Wales. Thank you for your email, Jez. Not tonight, but soon. Patmos Island is here. That's Joe. Hello, Joe. And oh, thank you also to Joe. Joe has been buying some coffees in the background. Is that right? Hold on, let me just double check. Yes, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Marie and Joe, for some coffees in the background. That's very kind of you. Matt Leach, we've had, who else is here? Ivy L. Hello, Ivy. Hello. Who else have we got then? Any more new names? Right. Okay, here we go. Okay, right. Okay, right, let's move on. I'm sure there's more people. If I haven't got your name, I do apologize. But I was asking you about the power of music and what you think the power of music means to you. So let's have a look and see what it is. Patmos Islet says Rossini, the Two Cats duet. Yes, I'm adding that to the list of requests. That will come soon. That's a very exciting, fun piece of music. I need to find an organ that can make some catty noises. So we should work that. Philip Augustine is here. Hello, Philip. Panlomito is here as well. Jingle bells. Maybe not tonight. Okay, that's wonderful stuff. Jeffrey Ford. Hello, Jeff. Right. Okay, right, here we are. I asked you about music. So Christian Platz says, music feeds my soul. Ah, yes, I will agree with you 100%. Matt Leach says, music is everything to me. That's a hard act to follow, Matt Leach. That's a very hard act to follow. I like playing along singing. I just like playing along singing. Playing along singing. You mean playing along two people singing or playing along and singing at the same time? Don, be more specific, please. But I like the idea. Jazz, it calmed me down at work. Interesting. Don Prince, 143. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean number 143 in the book? We will find out. Cameron Platt, you performing the Bells of St. Anne de Beaupré moved me to my core. Oh my goodness me. Thank you, Cam. Well, we've had a chat about that. That is very exciting indeed. Okay, right. Musik öffnet für mich eine gigantische Welt der Fantasie, says Nakira. Right, that translated into English is music opens an entire world of fantasy for me. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yes, fantasy world. Music can do that. We'll come back to that in a moment. Cassie, music can help me through the day. I can't live without music, even if there is no music. Internal radio in my brain is always playing music. I know exactly what you mean. That is actually something I have trained myself to switch off. Being a professional musician, sometimes you don't want music in your head. Sometimes you have to concentrate on other things. If you're learning music, for example, if you're practicing pieces of music, what you don't want is to be practicing a piece of music and suddenly something to come into your mind. You don't want that. That would drive you insane. So no, we don't want that. So yes, but I understand. I understand what you mean. Don Prince, oh, that ain't Gotteslob. Oh, so you were meaning number 143 in the Gotteslob, right? What is 143 in the Gotteslob? We can be spontaneous here. Da 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 dee 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 da 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 da. Right, let me pop that there. We'll do that in a moment. Okay, gotcha. Larry, music has been part of my life for 60 years. Which part? Tell us more. Which part has it been? Wonderful. Music is life, says Jerry. That's very philosophical and very... Right, listening to music is nice. Making music is the best, says Pandomito. Good. Yes, that sounds good. It was the best piece of music ever played in Fraser's Livestream, Move Me to Tears camera. Oh, that was the Bells of Beaupré as well. I'm actually working on a proper version of that, not a sight reading version, an actual sort of polished version. So get ready for that. That's going to come soon. Rick says, music, hobby and passion. Glad we've got modern listening devices. Good point. Technology makes it even better. Mike, some music makes me cry. The theme from Black Beauty, really? Happy memory of being young and watching it on telly. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yes, when you hear that music, you can see the shininess of Black Beauty's coat. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sing it because then you'll all go crazy and Mike King will start crying. But if we all know the theme tune to Black Beauty, the horse program, and whenever you hear that music, you can't help but picture the horse with its shimmery black coat. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool. Wonderful. Oh, Holst, the Hymn of Jesus. Ooh, okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Right. Dan says, I must have been affected by music as a baby. I was born early at only 23 and a half weeks. Good heavens, that's very early indeed. And apparently one of the nurses would put on operatic music whenever she was there. Wow, that's true actually. While we were getting our little baby, there was music played all the time. So, you know, we definitely know that music can affect babies positively. Wonderful. Right. Okay, Adrian Morris. Oh no, Adrian Morris is not talking about that. Okay. Cassie, it's magic when we sit. Oh no, no, that's something else. Okay, right. No more about things with the music. No, not more. Okay, good. Finding new music through YouTube helped me get through lockdown, and that's how I was directed to Fraser. That's wonderful. Thank you, Mike. That's very kind of you to say that. That's wonderful indeed. Yeah, if it wasn't for lockdown, hardly any of us would know each other. That's kind of cool, isn't it? So there is, kind of something positive about the whole pandemic thing. Yeah. Wonderful. Jeff Ford. I remember Dad took me to... Oh, right. Here we go. Jeff Ford has written... He wrote me an email to tell me about his magnificently exciting and wonderful life. And here we have a little anecdote of that. A little snippet. Jeff says, I remember Dad took me to a rehearsal of Holst's Planet with Sir Adrian Boult conducting. Got me into orchestral music big time. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine just sort of turning up as a young chap, a young person, turning up to some mad rehearsal of something like that going on? That would get you into music forever, wouldn't it? That's amazing. Wonderful. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Great fun. Well, there we are. Good. Look at this. Power of music is a healing power of being alive, says Kristin Petersson. I'm going to agree with you. Exactly. Music, this is the thing, the power of music. Music can do all sorts of things. Music is the healthiest distraction from a stressful day at work, says Stefan. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All music reminds me of my old man, that's his father, who was a professional musician. Ian's dad was a professional accordionist as well. I've seen footage of Ian's dad, and certainly pictures, with his accordion, and wow, yeah, talented stuff. Ooh. So there you are. Music is many things to many people, but Bodensee-Horn, music has always been a part of my life. I don't know what I would do without it. This is the wonderful thing about music. Sculpture, you can look at it, you can touch it. A painting, you can look at it and appreciate it. Poetry, you can listen to it and you can read it on a page. You don't even have to hear it out loud. Music, however, is the only thing that goes through our ears, and it affects our brains very, very differently to all other art forms. And music can conjure up all sorts of other images. All I have to do is play, if I play three notes with a harmony underneath it, you will all know exactly what I mean. Okay, now those are just three random notes. Okay, but the same three notes could also be... Yeah, they could also be... Yeah? Three notes can mean very many different things to very many different people. This is the exciting thing about music. And I always laugh, and I always sort of get very confused when professional musicians get annoyed at other professional musicians claiming they have stolen their melodies, they've stolen their notes. Well, in modern music, we only have those 12 notes to play with. There's only so many combinations of those notes you can have. And just because you wrote those three notes in a certain way, it doesn't mean that someone else who writes those three notes the same way has stolen your idea. That's the beauty of music. Music is just everything. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it absolutely wonderful? The Watch Fantasia Disney, what? Oh, Watch Fantasia. Yes, I see what you mean. Okay. IVL, flute player here, but my husband plays piano really well. That's exciting. Right. Gleiswanderer says, hängt von der Art der Musik ab. Okay, this is the other thing. Music is a very, it's obviously a very subjective thing, but some people like certain kinds of music, some people dislike certain kinds of music, and music has the ability to affect everybody in very different ways. Some music can make people happy, but the same music could make someone else very sad. Some music could make people angry, but the very same music could make people very happy indeed. And so on and so on and so on. That's the beauty of music. It's different to everybody. Right, now, our friend Don, lucky bastard, who was recently playing organs in Sydney, Not that we're jealous. We're not jealous, are we? No, we're not. We're definitely not jealous. Yes, we are. We're very jealous. He has requested spontaneously a hymn tune, and it's this one. Oh, those things are wonderful, aren't they? These really old tunes. This one is, the melody is 1530. 1530, that's 3:30. 1530 was the melody. Any new? No new tickets, folks. No new tickets. Melody was all the way back to 1530, which is very, very old indeed. And it's one of those old hymns that doesn't actually have a sort of normal metric, rhythm like you do nowadays. So the words lead you through, but the harmonies lead you through as well. And this is something we talked about last week. There was that wonderful piece of music that Uzamayo sent us, which was, how did it go? Which is absolutely wonderful, but it doesn't have to be played like that. That sounds like sort of the end of a sort of fancy old film music, doesn't it? How did it go from there? That's how it went, isn't it? Wonderful music. And it starts off like a sort of a John Williams march. Well, which is kind of cool. Then it sort of turns into a hymn, but you could play it completely differently. You could play it like this. You could play it, completely differently. You could play it in a completely different key. You could play it in this key, I suppose. Would it work? Yes, it would. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But it could be good. That would work, wouldn't it? Yeah. And so on and so on. And it doesn't matter. You can play all sorts of different harmonies and go all sorts of different places with these things. And change the theme, change the feeling, change the excitement, change all the things about it. That's the fun of what we're going on. What we're going on about here. Casey, some music makes me sleepy, others makes me happy. Happy? Happy. What about this? There you go. Some music makes me happy too. That's the whole fun of it. Isn't that good? Jim Cascagnette. Oh, what a wonderful name. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some amazing names out there tonight. I love it. Jim Cascagnette. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah. What do you do for a living, Jim? I'm sorry to ask, but it's a wonderful name. I hope it's something exciting. Room 360 is also here. Hi. Dan Eichmeyer is here as well. My goodness, everyone's here. Brooks is here. Good evening, Brooks. It's lovely that you're here too. Sachs-Pommern-Jung. Sachs-Pommern-Jung. Hello. Sachs-Pommern. That's an amazing handle you've got there. Cool. L.A. Bear is also here too. L.A. Bear. So lots of people here. That's exciting. Larry. Did we get Larry? Yes, we got Larry. Stefan Kipphorn we got as well. Right. Anyway, so a few new people. Gertim is also here. Hello. That's very, very good that you're here too. Thank you very much indeed. Wonderful, folks. Right, who else is here? We've got some new names down here. Urza, what is the name of the hymn from the Gotteslob that you played before, Captain? The secretary is in need of a hint. It was number 143. Secretary? Good heavens. I don't have a secretary. Good God, no. Number 143. Mein ganzes Herz erhebet dich. There you are. Mein ganzes Herz erhebet dich, which means up you get, my entire heart. Anyway, right. Exciting stuff. Other music is for Carousel. Room 360. Just home from the late shift. Where are you in the world, room 360? That's a hell of a late shift if you only got home to this part of the world. Organ blower, Bach's Passacaglia, every day makes me happy. Yes, well, that's just I would say you need to get out more and get some fresh air, if that's the case. Yes, exciting stuff. Right now, the other day, our friend Bodenseehorn, Ingo, it was his 50th birthday. It was Ingo's birthday, and Ingo requested, and you can all do this. You can all request things for your birthday, and if you request big things for your birthday, like an entire concert, that kind of thing, then, you know, get in touch, talk to us, and we will work out the details. No, joking aside, but yes, definitely have some fun. And, you know, from time to time, people get in touch and say, I would like this, I would like this. And Ingo has been a long-term member of the Gartshore Gang, one of our closer members of the Gartshore Gang. And when he requested his silent film night, we thought, yeah, we can definitely do that. So, now, Ingo is a very special person, and Ingo has a very special job. Now, I spoke to him about this and asked him, you know, what I'm allowed to say about this and so on and so on. There's obviously there's all sorts of data protection things going on in this day and age nowadays, so you've got to be careful what you say. But Ingo works in a wonderful place, and they work with, what's the politically correct term these days? People with special needs, is that what you would say these days? I'm not very sure. But you know what I mean nonetheless. And Ingo and his team, and as far as I understand, his missus as well, I hope I got that right, you know, they are part of this amazing place that, you know, just it's an entire community of people who sort of live and work together and have an amazing time. And on the other night, let me pop this on screen so I can get it ready for you. There we go. The other night, when they were having the birthday party for Ingo asked for a silent film accompaniment. And I had pictures of this just being Ingo and a few friends and some family, maybe some colleagues, you know, sitting in, I don't know, like the living room at home and watching it on a flat screen television. No. Completely wrong whatsoever. Ingo and co, they had an entire auditorium filled. And here we go. This is Ingo introducing the audience to, there you see the large screen in the distance, getting ready for the film. Ingo telling people what's going on, and the audience getting ready. He doesn't look 50, does he? Much older. No, sorry, much younger, of course, obviously, yes. And then later on in the evening, we got a picture of everybody in the room, and there was over 130 people there watching the film live, which is amazing. And here they are. And Ingo got everyone to wave and smile at the camera and keep an eye on things. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that, what a wonderful picture. Now, Ingo actually sent me these pictures during the live stream on Wednesday night, and unfortunately, I didn't see them until after the performance was over. Otherwise, I would have shown the pictures live, which would have been really cool for all the people in the room to have seen themselves on the big screen live on YouTube. But here we are, 48 hours later, they get to see themselves again live on the YouTube screen. There's Ingo waving at the camera with his microphone. I wonder what he's saying. He's probably saying, wave everybody and look in the camera. And if any of you don't want to be seen on camera, look away now. Something along those lines. So wonderful. So anyway, so thank you, Ingo, for coming up with the wonderful idea of the Harold Lloyd evening. It was very, very good fun indeed. We only had a little sort of internet faux pas towards the end. Something happened towards the end where the internet just decided to stop working for some reason. But it all worked beautifully for the film itself. And everybody, as far as Ingo told me the day after, everybody had an absolutely wonderful time indeed. So I very much look forward to hearing some more feedback from all your other folks. And yeah, just having had that wonderful time. So I'm glad you enjoyed it all. Let's all sing happy birthday for Ingo one more time. I know we're 2 days late, but some of you weren't there. And I think it's time we did it again, don't you? Happy birthday, everybody. We'll do it in 3 languages tonight. We'll sing English, happy birthday to you. Then we'll do German, zum Geburtstag viel Glück. And I think we'll do Italian as well. Tanti auguri a te. How about that? Okay, here we go. much fun can you have on a church organ? Ta-da! That much fun. How exciting indeed. How exciting indeed. Right. Wonderful stuff indeed. Xing Chang Chong is here. Good evening, Xing Chang Chong. Hello. And wonderful that you are here too. That's exciting. Now, if you're around in Germany this weekend, there's a little town in the Westerwald. It's called Marienhausen. Someone put this in the old chit chat there. It's in there. And Marienhausen is celebrating this weekend, 100 years of its church building. Exactly 100 years ago this weekend, the cornerstone was laid for the church. And all weekend they're having celebrations and all sorts of things. So, for example, tonight was the opening festival service, which I was at, and the choir was singing at it as well. Very good fun. Lots of people were there. The choir sang amazingly well. It was really good. Tomorrow there's some kind of party, and sort of I don't know, sort of like a historical trip round the town and all sorts of exciting things like that. But then on Sunday, this is the most exciting thing of them all, of course, at 4 p.m. local time, we're having a choir concert in the church. And my choir is the largest choir in the area. And it's one of the few choirs that actually sort of made it through the pandemic unscathed. Pretty much every other choir around here lost members or even died out completely as a result of COVID. But we kept going, and we actually grew. We're growing and growing and growing. And currently we are at, on paper at least, 45 members, which for a church choir in a tiny village is pretty hefty. There will be 38 of them singing in the concert on Sunday, ranging from 18 years old to 90 years old, which is amazing. So sadly, we don't have any former members from the actual cornerstone of the church being laid, but not far off it. There are a couple of people in the village who are over 100 years old. So theoretically, they were there when the cornerstone was laid, but they're not in the choir. So yeah, should you be around, then do please, think about coming along, because it's going to be a wonderful afternoon's concert. It's going to be great fun. Jan, thank you for your ticket on the way past. And yeah, entry is free. At least entry is free. Anyway, there we have it. Right, so that's going to be that. Exciting stuff indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you something. This is the new version of Hauptwerk, by the way, right? And that's the wrong one. This is a new version of Hauptwerk. And before, switching between organs would take quite a long time, especially the large organs. Now, this organ is pretty huge, actually. It takes up, let me have a look. It takes up, right, well, I've got 128 gigs of RAM in this machine, and there are currently only 44 gigs free. So all of that is taken up in the machine, okay? All in the machine. So this is a huge organ. So if I swap to another organ, normally it takes forever to unload that organ from your RAM and then load a new organ into the RAM. Watch this. This is new Hauptwerk. I'm going to change from this organ to another organ, and off it goes very quickly. This little bar here moving, this is your progress meter. It used to sort of crawl along at an incredibly slow speed, but now it's much faster, and smaller organs load almost instantly. Smaller sample sets, at least, almost instantly. So where this organ used to take about 4 minutes to load, it takes about 1 minute now. It's amazing. So there we are. We're 25 seconds in, and we're already at 40%. So you worked that one out. Absolutely wonderful. Technology is moving forwards and keeping us very excited. Now, the Brown Book of Magnificence. We are romping through this book, and we're getting, where are we now? I think we must be at number 35. Are we not number 35 now? No, we had number 35. We're going to do number 30. Oh yes, number 36. Number 36. Yes, number 36 is absolutely beautiful. Check this out, folks. The organ has loaded. Click. And there it is. And this... This, ladies and gentlemen, is the wonderful organ in Düren, the one famous for its enormous shamad pipes. I absolutely love this. This is a wonderful instrument. One of my favorites here on Hauptwerk, and it makes a wonderful sound. Right, glücklich sind die Mildgesinnten. What the hell does that mean? Somebody's happy. Glücklich sind die Mildgesinnten. What the hell are the Mildgesinnten? I have no idea what that would translate as. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Who wants to translate that into some usable language, please? Anyway, here we are. This is the brown book, and this is a rather slushy one by the looks of it. I don't know it. I've just discovered it now, and it looks rather yummy. And it modulates from E flat major, and in the middle it lands in G for some reason. So let's see how we find that. Yeah, exactly. Room 360 says what? That's exactly what I was saying. Mildgesinnten. Mildgesinnten. What the hell does that mean? I have no idea. Tender-minded. Really? Mild gestimmt. No, I don't think it means mild gestimmt. I don't think. Tender-minded. I like the sound of, yeah, Mildgesinnten. That's right, Nikira. Yeah, I've never heard that word before. Blessed be the meek. Oh, okay, fair enough. Glücklich sind die... Really? Blessed be the meek. Is it? It might be. But glücklich means happy. Does it mean blessed? I suppose it could mean blessed, could it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Let's play this piece of music and see what we can do with it. I like that. I like that indeed. A different one, isn't it? I give that a sort of a French feel. The melody sounded a little bit at the beginning. And it could do with a sort of French romantic registration. So you have the oboe. Or you can have the harmonic trumpet. With a flute accompaniment. What does a flute mean? That's your flute accompaniment. Rather good fun. Yeah. Room 360 just wrote a very nice comment there. Fraser spielt die Stücke immer so schön, danke. In der Kirche ist die Musik sonst gruselig, ganz besonders wenn die Besucher mitsingen sollen. Das klingt immer, als ob man einen Einkaufszettel runtersingt. Yeah, you're quite right. Now, that's a wonderful message from Room 360. Where are you from, Room 360? What he or she or it has just said is, well, obviously a compliment at the beginning. Thank you. I play the pieces so nicely. But he also says, in the church, people just normally just sort of blah, 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 blah. You know, they just sort of rattle off the hymns like they're reading a shopping list. And it can be quite horrific. And yes, you're quite right. However, it's all down to the organist. If you have an organist who plays, let's at random open the book and have this one here. Yeah, that'll do. If you have sort of, an organist who sits at the organ and plays. First of all, you're going to fall asleep. First of all, you're going to fall asleep, and I wouldn't blame you because that's disgraceful. The first thing to do, here's a quick lesson. If any of you are watching are organists yourself and you play in church and you have the feeling that your congregation isn't singing along with you, then here's a tip for you. Stick to your guns. Lead the congregation. Sing the music yourself, or at least hum along with it. Yeah? There's no point playing a piece of music and just expecting people to be able to sing with you. No, don't do that. You have to be able to play it in a way that is possible for them to sing with. So let's have a look at the words here. I don't know this hymn, but word supreme before creation, born of God eternally, who didst will for our salvation to be born on earth and die. Well, thy saints have kept to their station, watching till thine hour drew nigh. Gosh, exciting stuff. Now, obviously, you would not read this out, word supreme before creation. Unless, of course, you were in a horror film, in which case you might. No, you wouldn't. So why would you sing it at that speed, for heaven's sake? Play it at a speed that you're going to sing it at. So, word supreme before creation. That's slow enough that people can hear what we're doing. And it's also not too fast. We don't want to go, word supreme before creation, born of God eternally. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do it like that. That's far too fast, obviously. So you find a sort of way of doing it, and then you lead the congregation. Don't forget, you have to take a breath as well. So, I'm not going to sing it, I'm just going to play it, but imagine me singing it along here. You've got to take a breath at some point. For example. Yeah, I think that's doable. And what you can also do is, well, let's do a German one at random. Let's open the book. Well, we've got to be careful about random here. Some of them are terrible. Actually, let's have a famous one. Lobet den Herrn. We all know this. This is an international one. Don't need the music for that. All right, let's have one of these, right? How do you get people to sing along to that? It's a big singy, shouty one, so obviously you play it quite loudly. That's the first thing. Not too slowly. If you play it too slowly, people will they won't have enough breath, yeah? And then they will run out of breath and won't be able to sing loudly enough. They'll start panicking and they'll stop singing altogether. So don't do that. Don't do it too fast, otherwise you're going to piss off the old people, and we don't want to do that. Average age of people in church these days, I think this is scientifically tested, average age of people in churches internationally is, I think, 118. That's the average age. So, you've got to be very careful. So when you're playing hymns like this, just be sensible. Yeah, do it at a speed you can sing it at comfortably yourself. People will come to love their oppression, to adore the technologies that undo their capabilities to think. Aldous Huxley. Ooh, if we're doing Aldous Huxley, can we also do George Orwell, please? George Orwell was obviously, I think he must have had a time machine, because most of the things he predicted in both Animal Farm and 1984 are coming true. It's rather worrying. Anyway. So, and the other thing to do is also, don't harmonize it in a boring way. Take the harmonies there. If you have a choir singing 4-part, then stick to the 4 parts. Tell them to sing the last verse unison, and then you faff about with the harmonies and do some exciting things. If you can't do that, buy books that tell you how to do that. And there are books with fancy harmonizations of last verses and things like that you can get. I highly recommend, just investing in something like that and playing around with it. And don't be scared to play loud. If you're an organist, practice so that you're happy playing loud. When you start playing really loud stuff, especially with big chords like that, both hands, big chords. A lot of people will start making lots of mistakes. So, get used to playing loud. This is another thing that really bugs me. People who say, oh, when I practice, I just practice on an 8-foot flute. Why did I choose Bach for this? I don't know. Why would you want to do that? Are you going to play it in concert on an 8-foot flute? Oops. Oh, I'm going now. Can I play the whole thing? Let's see. I don't have a pedal. Shit. I don't have a pedal note, I need pedals. I'm playing Bach from memory, and it's a fugue. And I'm talking to you at the same time, and I'm exhausted. How is this possible? Concentration. B flat. How the hell does it go from here? It modulates, and then here with B flat. Trills. And then circle of fifths. I feel like Ian Tracy. Oh. Difficult bit. Trill in the left hand. Crazy pedals. another circle of fifths. Final entry. Oh, for heaven's sake, more circle of fifths. Where are we going from here? Final entry in the pedals. There you go. Right, fine. God, thank God I got through that. How did I do that? How did I even start that? The worrying thing here, Cassie, that's back to you and your musical radio brain. Yeah, when that kind of thing starts, oh, it's awful. Now, back to, what was I talking about? Oh, $20. Who was that? $20 from Jim Cascagnette. Ah, Jim Cascagnette. I love your name. Finicuni, finicula. Sorry, that's about the only Italian you're going to get tonight. Anyway, right. Anyway, yeah, right. So what was I talking about? Why would you practice on an 8-foot flute? Okay, if you're practicing really difficult music and you have to sort of work at like one bar for an hour and you're being distracted, then yeah. But no, if you're going to play the piece of music in a concert, hold on, let's get a Bach sound out of this organ. Can we make it sound like Bach? Let's find out. Can we make it sound like Bach? I think actually we probably can if we do. Let's have a check this out. I want that. I want that, and that, and that, and that, and I'm going to take that and that. Yeah, but we need something mixture-y up there too. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. That sounds quite beefy. And then we want, that's too bright, man. I don't like that either, but let's do that. Okay. If you're going to play a piece in concert, Jim lives in Illinois, USA. Chicago, Chicago. Da-da-da-da. Right, anyway, right, here we go. Right. I'm going to play that piece of music again, and I'm going to play it in a big way now, as if I was playing it in a concert. And I'll probably make even more mistakes than last time, but do I care? No. Why should I? Tell you what, folks, let's have some more tickets. I know I shouldn't be asking, but we've had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We haven't even had 10 tickets tonight. Tut, tut, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a ticket or two. Cam, you were asking nicely for tickets. It didn't work. Buy a ticket just to keep Cam happy, if nothing else. How not to play Bach live. Far too fast, Fraser. Why did I do that? At least it was Bach, and at least it was from memory. I'm in the mood for this now. Another ticket has been sold. Jez, thank you very much, Jez. Very kind, thank you. I'm in the mood for some crazy things like this. Someone once asked me, what can I play from memory by Bach? I don't know. This. And I'm not going to play any more than that because I can't remember any more than that. Can I? Yeah. No, I can't remember any more than that. God, forget it. Yeah, that's the problem with things like Bach. You have to play them constantly to keep them up. Who dis? Brooks. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you very much, Brooks. Gosh, we're getting somewhere tonight. Yes, definitely. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel as well. Thank you, Daniel. That's very kind. Haha, now we're going. Thank you. Maybe I should just play more Bach and people buy tickets. That's a good idea. No, definitely not a good idea. Absolutely not a good idea. Definitely not. Don't forget, no concert on Sunday, so this is it for the weekend. This is my income for the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to help, you know what to do. Here's a piece of music we can play by memory. Let's see if this works. That doesn't look like Gigoux. That's not Gigoux. Hold on. The registrations say Gigoux, and that's definitely not Gigoux. So let's not do that then. What else have I got on here? Load. What is that then? Why isn't that? I don't know. Oh, I can't be bothered playing Franck again. Who wants to hear Franck? Hands up if you want to hear Franck's Pièce Héroïque. I can't be bothered playing Pièce Héroïque again. I can't be bothered. Unless everyone wants to, here we are, 10 tickets and I'll play Pièce Héroïque by memory. Otherwise, what else can we play? Oh, we can do some more French stuff. How about this? How about this? How about this? Let's have, I haven't memorized it, but I think I've got it on here. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you're exhausted and you need a break, your brain goes, ooh, I remember, and off you go and find crazy things. Let's see if I can find this piece of music. I can't remember its name. Damn it, it's not there. Do I have it? No, I don't. Damn it. All right, don't have it. Oh, all right then, sod that. Right, good. Nobody wants me to play Franck, so I'm not going to. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. How about, actually, here we go. How about a fun piece of music from this little book here? This is a completely, there we go, that's actually it. How about a piece of music by the legendary Mr. Try it with one finger first to remember. I beg your pardon. That's rather naughty. How about a piece of music by the wonderful Mr. Jelly Roll Morton, which we can dedicate to our friend Julian down in Shreveport, Louisiana, which is a wonderful place. I've never been to Shreveport, but it sounds like a wonderful place. And Jelly Roll Morton lived there for a while, believe it or not. And Jelly Roll Morton's music is fantastic. I love Jelly Roll Morton's music. So here is, we're getting close to end time, aren't we? Here is the King Porter Stomp from Jelly Roll Morton. How did we get from César Franck? César Franck. To Jelly Roll Morton. I bet that's never happened in a live concert before. Anyway, here we go. King Porter Stomp by Jelly Roll Morton. The King Porter Stomp and no more battery in my iPad, which is just as well because no more tickets. Tut tut. Right. That sounds like listen to Ain't She Sweet in a foreign language. Oh. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But no, definitely not the same. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I love this organ. It's so amazing. You can have so much fun with it, which means we can do things like this. Hot Dog, that was the name of that. That's an old theatre organ classic by some guy called Sidney Torch. Remember Sidney Torch? Hello everybody, this is Sidney Torch. While we're on the subject of that, do I have, oh I do, I have this. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why. Ooh, this could work. There's an old theatre organ piece that nobody knows who composed it at all. Nobody knows it. It's called Harlem. It's an A-flat minor, which is a hell of a key. Ladies and gentlemen, we're into overtime, which means the organist gets paid overtime. You know what to do. Harlem, a wonderful piece of music. The fact that it's in A-flat minor, who the hell composed that? Crazy. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3 minutes past midnight, and I'm sorry, but my brain is about to go screensaver mode. And I have a very busy weekend of things to do, busy weekend of things to do. So I need my beauty sleep more than anything else. And I also need a drink, but that's not going to happen. But I definitely need, talking of drink, I don't have, do I? That's it. That's the rest of my tasty beverage for this evening. A small glass of Ribena. Harlem, north of Manhattan, north end of Manhattan, that Harlem. Actually, I have the Harlem organ here, so I could play Harlem on Harlem. That would be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that one day. That would be kind of cool. Yes, wow, right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the evening, and we started with What a Wonderful World. In the middle, we played Somewhere Over the Rainbow with Fancy Sounds. So we haven't played another slushy one. Let's have some Gershwin actually to finish off tonight's concert. We haven't had Gershwin for an awfully long time. Let's have, oh, that was pretty close. Look at that. There we are. Let's have this. The Gershwins, 1926. So, 1926, that's a long time ago. Getting on for 100 years. It's 97 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, let's have the Gershwins, Someone to Watch Over Me. And that's you, that's the Gartshore Gang. You're watching over me. And yes, thanks to you, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going this weekend. So it's a weekend off live streams for me, but we're going to be playing around with some technology in the background and making our streams better and better. So tune in again next Friday to find out what we've done. Someone, ladies and gentlemen, to watch over me. God in heaven. No, let's change those registrations. Let's have these registrations. I think this might be slightly better. That's better. Someone to watch over me. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Any new people who were there tonight, thank you very much, especially my new friend Jim Castagnette. What a wonderful name. I love that name. Castagnette. I think Jim Castagnette has a boat. He's giving us boat emojis, which is rather cute. So go and have fun on your boat, Jim. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Next Friday we'll be back live, and then usually we're Friday and Sunday night live, but this week, my brain. If I was a modern woke person, I'd be saying, I need me time, but I'm not. I just need a break. Simple as that. I don't need me time, I need a break. I need a drink. We're going to close with, as we always do, the bye-bye blues. See you, folks.